there. Welcome back to 72 Sold Arizona Lifestyles with two of my favorite guests today. Of course, we have Adam Dahlberg, my favorite listing partner. Welcome, Adam.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. And Ryan Nelson, my favorite lender with Barrett Financial. Welcome, Ryan.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you all for being here. Today, we are having an exciting topic because here in Arizona, we're almost ready for the Phoenix Open, which is one of the best and exciting activities and times of the year here in Arizona. And it's in a great location. It's by the Princess in North Scottsdale. My parents used to live in that location before my mom passed away. And Adam, what do you have to share with us about the Phoenix Open? Because you love golf.
Well, it's my favorite week. It's my favorite week of the year here in Arizona. That's for sure. I've been in every year, I think, for at least 7 or 8 years, and looking forward to it again this year. In fact, Ryan and I went last year and had a blast.
Yeah, love this weekend. You have the Super Bowl always on the same weekend too, so it's a big weekend for sports, and it was a huge weekend a few years back when the Super Bowl was here and the Phoenix Open. Talk about pandemonium and chaos, but yeah, very exciting time, coming up, and then kind of you go through a little bit of a lull in the sports world. You just got a little bit of NBA basketball and college basketball, but March Madness coming up around the corner. So good times.
Right. The weather's beautiful.
I remember going to the Open back. I was with my dad. I was a little kid. I may have been, I don't know, in my preteen years. And, they still had it, but we would go to the 16. And, anybody that's ever watched it on TV or been to it knows that the 16th hole is kind of the big party hole. And, it's like 3, 4, 5 stories tall now with it's this big event. It must take them months to set up. But when I first started going, it was just 4 or 5 levels of bleachers that were actually down on the grass, and there was no cover or fee or whatever. It was just kind of just like any other hole. It was just exciting. People would go there, and I remember sitting on those bleachers and watching these players come in, and, you're right there up and close and personal. And now, Ryan, what is it, like $100,000 for the weekend or something to have a box up there?
No, I think it's more than that. Well, it depends on where you're at. If you're on the 16th hole, I think that's the most expensive. But it's become a big.
Well, that's where you want to be, right?
Well, it's definitely the party hole.
Yeah. And I just realized this. Funny enough, last year, Ryan, I'd been, like I said, maybe 5 or 6 times, 7 times in a row every year. And I just realized the last time I went that when you're at 16, if you look down onto the green, there's actually people playing golf down there, which I didn't realize until last year.
That's true.
It's just such a party. Yeah. So anyway, coming up on, what is it, the 8th through the 11th, I think, this year, right? That weekend?
I don't know.
Pro-Am starting.
It's coming.
Right, it's coming.
And then goes in.
It's coming out, and it's beautiful weather out here. So where it's cold, we welcome you all to come, enjoy the sun, enjoy the fun, have some golf, and enjoy the party town here. So anything new with the markets this week, Ryan?
Not a whole lot, other than, rates are starting to tick higher after a pretty good 2 to 3 month window of straight declines, so we're seeing them go back up a little bit. About 30 days ago, there's a lot of optimism with rates getting cut, and the Federal Reserve had mentioned, they see 3 rate cuts. And a couple of days ago, one of the Fed governors said that they're not in a hurry to make any of those cuts. So that's kind of really eaten into the bond market and caused yields to go higher, which, means rates are starting to tick higher. Certainly nowhere even close to where, the highs were 6 months ago. But definitely the trend is upward at the moment. And it'll just be, a small period of time until we get some more economic data to drive where things are going next.
Right. But you still have lots of great loan programs, and Adam and I are definitely working with the sellers and the buyers to individually make their transactions smooth and exceed their expectations. Something else that would be exciting to talk about, I mentioned it last week, how Adam and I are reaching out to different ones of our clients and our neighbors, and we're offering a new program of $990 to sell your home. Adam, why don't you tell a little bit about our program?
Oh yeah, the 990 opportunity is fantastic. It's a new program that we're just now launching out in the Phoenix market, and how that works is it's a chance for home sellers to essentially sell their home for a flat fee of $990. It's unprecedented. It's unheard of. You think to yourself, it's too good to be true. There's a scam. What's the catch? There is no catch. There is no catch. A fantastic program where we come out, give you all the tools necessary, sell your home, give you the same level of service that we would give our regular 6% clients, and take you all the way from beginning to closing, and you pay a flat fee of $990. It's just unheard of. The real estate world is changing now. The way that homes are being sold it's taken a big shift in just the last 6 months. And over the next, I think 12 to 24 months, we're going to see a completely different way of selling homes. And this is just our way to kind of get in front of what we feel is coming, and showing sellers that, it's going to be a lot more convenient, a lot less expensive, and put a lot more money in their pocket when they're selling their homes. For too long, I feel that sellers have been handcuffed to the old traditional methods and fees, and there's really no need for it anymore moving forward. So we'd love to explain how you can take advantage of this new system, this new program. Speaking of which, Ryan, when it comes to loans, are we still seeing on the loan side for buyers? Are we still seeing a big shift to concessions, and are we still seeing a lot of rate buy downs currently, or is that kind of fizzled out?
Nope, still seeing a lot of seller concessions. Probably 80% of contracts have seller concessions. What a lot of agents are doing is just increasing the purchase price to cover those concessions from the original price. And 80% of the time, there's no appraisal issues. So it's still working out. I mean, it's definitely a good way to go to help with a buyer to get in with a lot less money out of pocket. And I would say 70% of the time, the seller concessions cover every dime of closing costs. So, that's the ultimate goal. If you're buying a house, is to, get into the house with just your down payment, and have the seller pay your closing costs. Doesn't always happen. A lot of variables come into play depending upon, how desirable that property is and what the current demand for that particular property is. But certainly seeing a lot of buyers still able to get seller concessions, and where rates are headed back up, it's probably going to continue that way until we see more of a significant downturn. There's no question rates are going to go lower throughout the year. They're just, it's going to be a little bit of time before we see them going lower from here.
Well, I have many clients that working with my team here, we've gotten people into a home with close to no money down, and they're building their wealth and living in a place that they own where they can, be the captain of their ship and save money with working with their accountants and not paying as much taxes, making like a home office deduction and such like that. So thanks, Ryan. The other thing I wanted to share is I am really excited about the 990 program, because when Adam and I and our team goes out to meet with sellers, we want to exceed your expectations. And this just totally and allows us to do that. And we hope to have a lot of happy sellers, because we love what we do, and we really want to look at each individual and really help you go to the next step and build your wealth and keep wonderful memories. So I'm really excited about the 990 program and getting more people involved and letting them see what this is about and how they can, acquire more wealth and make this transition as easy and beneficial for them and their family. So that's really exciting. Moving forward, any interesting things you've seen in the housing market this week, Adam?
It's definitely picking up since the first week of the year. I'll tell you, there's been some slowdown from about around Halloween time, right? 1st of November until about the new year. It's typical here in Arizona. It's a very seasonal time of year for downturn for us. So to be expected. And now it's coming back with full vengeance. We got a lot of folks ready to get their house on the market. I'm going live with one, in fact, today, and then one over the weekend. But more importantly, the ones that have been kind of stagnant a little bit through the holidays are seeing a ton of activity. So homes that I thought, man, this is going to be this one's going to take a little bit of time to sell. I'm getting 2 or 3 calls a day on some of these, and they'll be gone by the end of the month for sure. So really exciting time. Still have low inventory here in Arizona relative to how many folks are looking to move here to buy something. So I would say, get with Ryan right away, because the prices of homes are going to continue to go up. Interest rates are going to continue to go down. Maybe not as fast as we hoped or as fast as we want or as much as we had wished, but they're always changing. And so you always have an opportunity down the road to refinance if you need to. But there's some great loan programs out there. Ryan was just explaining that you could really get into a home with little money down, and now is the time to do it. If you think that you're going to wait, another 6 months or a year to buy something, it's going to be cheaper. It won't be cheaper. The interest rates might be a little bit cheaper, but you can always refinance. Get into that house now, because prices will continue to go up as we have more and more people moving here to Arizona and fewer houses to buy. It's a simple supply and demand mathematical equation. We hear all the time about some of these big plants that are coming out on the West Valley, especially. They're going to be putting how many jobs are coming into that big that microchip plant out there, Ryan? Do you remember? It's in the tens of thousands. They're like 10.
Yeah, it's in the thousands. I
jobs.
don't know how many, but it's going to be a lot, and they're going to be high-paying jobs. And a lot of tech companies are moving to Phoenix. Definitely on the cutting edge of technology here. So,
and the lifestyle is amazing. The schools are great.
I read somewhere that within the next 24 months or 18 to 24 months, they're going to have a housing shortage of somewhere between 15 to 18,000 homes. Just in the West Valley. They just can't build them fast enough out there. We're seeing a big surge in new home sales right now, eating up a majority of the people that are buying, and with good reason. A lot of new homes just kind of sat when the market took a downturn, and now they're selling for, quite a lot of money, to be honest with you, but it still can't build and keep up with the demand that we need. So it's a great time to sell. People need homes to buy. There's great loan programs out there for these buyers. And then right now is a good time to buy as well, because the prices are only going to continue to go up for you, especially as those interest rates come down and the demand gets higher. So give us a call. We'd love to show you what's out there. And, the good news is, working with a team with, Holly and with Ryan and some of the other folks on our team, is we have so many people that are just teed up, ready to sell their home right now, that just didn't want to bother over the holidays. Understandable. But we could probably get you into something that hasn't even hit the market yet. We get so many calls every week for people that want to sell their homes. They're just trying to feel out the market. I'm going to one tomorrow morning. They're moving back to California. I think they're crazy, but that is what it is. And they want to go back and move there. And so we get to see these homes, sometimes a week or two before they ever even hit the market. So if you have something that, you want in particular, a certain type of home in a certain location, school district, size, price point, guaranteed somewhere within our team and within our office, there's something out there for you. And we'll get you squared up with Ryan. He'll get you approved, ready to go. And boom, boom, boom. Don't delay. Don't throw your hat into a ring.
Absolutely.
A bunch of other buyers. So.
Right. And not only is it a great place with taxes low and schools good, and just there's all sorts of, if you want a metropolitan lifestyle, we have that. If you want more secluded with a bigger piece of land, we have that. So please don't hesitate, reach out to us. We'd love to work with you and have you have a good time with us. Come to the Phoenix Open, and we'll have a good time. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks Adam and Ryan for being here with us today. And please join next week to hear more exciting news about Arizona and our market. Bye for now.